Hey everyone, this is the weekend edition, and I am glad you are here to join us for some technical analysis. We're going to be looking at a lot of stocks on this video. Anyways, weekend edition, good through Sunday, or Monday, January 22nd, 2018, and right now it's Saturday morning, early. Alright, let's get after it. The markets in the day, bullish on Friday, with small caps up 1.3%, up the most. That's interesting to see, with financials not far behind, leading the charge. I mean, those two were the biggest. Small caps, Russell's 2000, and financials were up the most. US dollar slightly higher, crude oil down 0.3%, gold higher by almost 0.5%, silver higher by 0.5%, VIX though dropping nearly 8%, so fear dropping quite a bit. Bitcoin up 9% at the time of this video, GBTC down 5%. Okay, here we are. Now for you guys who are new, awesome, glad you're with us, and make sure you hit subscribe. You don't want to miss these, if you like the content, that is. This lower level down here is my daily chart. You can see this with the D. And I do use TradingView. I put the link in the description. Feel free to click the link to see what this TradingView software is. There's actually a free version. Feel free to access that. Okay, you see the D there for daily. That's the bottom chart. This upper left chart is a weekly. That's my W for weekly. And if you move over here, this is my monthly, M for monthly. So that's what we're looking at, 3 different charts here. But I like to blow these up so we can look at them. So the spider, we're going to start off with the spider. And before I do, in February, I'll be trading in the live markets using technical analysis and charting for 20 years. Long time, since 1998. Long time. And I have an education company. So the whole reason I do these videos is for one purpose, and that is to get you guys to want to get to the next level in your own trading so you can reach your full potential in the live markets. That's what we do. We mentor people. We're here for you. Spider on the daily chart, up. Now I put a sell on this. And I wanted to put a buy on this after it kept going higher, but the reason I still have my sell on the markets as a whole is because of the government shutdown. That is, we're teetering on that at the time of this video. And that uncertainty makes me want to be flat the market. Right now I am flat the market. I had no positions going in fiat money or in the stock market in any way, shape, or form. So I don't have any futures going. I don't have any ETF trades. I don't have any trades going on right now because of what's happening in the government here in the United States, on the fear of a government shutdown and that uncertainty and what that might do to the markets. And we're very top heavy, so it's just a good time to preserve profits. However, if we get past that hump, it's buy city if the markets still show us that it's bullish. Okay, so we're going higher on the daily. If you look here at the weekly chart, higher. Now this could be a hanging man reversal pattern. Hanging man. The only way we'll know is if we do drop and we make a close lower. So for example, this coming week, if it's a bearish week, if it ends the week very bearish, guys, we could end the month on a negative bearish note. If that happens, I told you guys, it is crucial that we stay bullish in January. If we end on a very bearish note in January, stick a fork in the markets, we're going to see a pretty good size sell-off. And if we see that sell-off, that'd be a time that you'll want to be flat to markets or even short, and then I'll be licking my chops looking for a bounce to take place. When we hit that bounce, we get a nice healthy pullback, and it's buy opportunity again. Oh, yummy! I'll be looking for great buy opportunities. All right, so if you rewind this video 2 minutes, re-listen to what I just said, because this is really important. Hanging man formation, but it doesn't mean it's going to be confirmed. Next week, if it does go bearish, we're in trouble, guys. Okay. The monthly, we're in the middle of the month. I mean, or tail end of it. But if you look here, this is why it's so important. It's this chart. Here's the monthly chart. If we have a bearish week next week, that means our weekly chart will be in a downward motion. It will start pulling back. If that weekly pulls back, we could have a sizable sell-off. If we sell off and we close back below this trend line, this is where the problem is. I'm going to pull in a ton of data. Okay, this goes all the way back here to 2009. Each bar is 1 week. You can see the nice trend we've been in. But when we hit the upper line, we drop. We hit the upper line, we drop. We hit the upper line, we drop. We hit the upper line. Now, technically, we broke through it, but it's not confirmed yet. That's what's key. This is called a dynamic candlestick. It is not static, meaning that it is still active. It's still moving. It's a monthly chart. If the month sells off, if we have a massive sell-off, the next, during the rest of this month, next 10 trading years, whatever it is, I haven't calculated it, we come crashing down and we close there. This would be a shooting star reversal pattern on the monthly chart. Shooting star at a major point of resistance after a hugely extended run to the upside. In other words, this will be a great place to short the markets. I don't want that to happen, but a great place. But look how we're going higher and the volume is getting lower. Okay. For all my mentor students out there, you know what this is saying. Yeah. All right. So let's quickly look at the Dow. If you look at the Dow, this is a daily chart, up, 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 daily chart, up, 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 up. But we're finding support on this trend line. That is good. If you look at the weekly here, we're up, 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 but we have a doji. So it's a doji after an extended run. That is a reversal pattern. So the weekly is giving us reversal patterns. The monthly looks rock solid. Okay. NASDAQ. We go to the NASDAQ. Looks much the same. The daily chart going higher, 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 but we doji out like it's wanting to put in a top. Like that's a top. You don't want to be long right now, especially with the uncertainties of the market. If you look here at the weekly chart on the NASDAQ, you have a hanging man, but the hanging man's above an area of resistance. So we have a lot of support there. You can see that we had support we came down, 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 found support right at this line where we have the line. This is a really powerful line. Oops, we're off on that just ever so slightly. These lines move on me. It's crazy. I don't like that I'm very particular. It's a science, not an art. Yeah, so look how it went right down there, touch that. That's right where we're at. Okay, looking here, let's go to this. This is Russell's 2000. Let me go. Oh, the daily on Friday had a big pop. See, I so want to put a buy on that. Man, I just do, but I can't because the uncertainty's out there. I won't do it. If we dodge this bullet and the markets don't care about the government shutdown or they don't, whatever. If it heals itself, then I'll have to put a buy on there. But at this moment, I'm going to stay pat with my sell. I'm just flat. Doesn't mean to short. I'm just flat. I just don't have exposure to the markets. Look here at the weekly on the Russells. Again, hanging man. And we're just really close to support. Even though we're going higher, look how close we are to this support line. It's just begging to drop. It's just begging to drop. Let me see. Yeah, I'm good with this right here. Rising wedge. Yeah. Just looks toppy. And if you look at the monthly, look how close we are to the monthly. Monthly right to a major area of resistance. Resistance there, we sold. Resistance here, we got choppy and went down. And we're near it. We're near that same resistance right now. Dangerous area, man. Just dangerous area. Dangerous area. Okay. Quick look here at the US dollar. US dollar, I put a buy on it a few days ago, and I'm good with that. Look how we have hammers, hammer time, and a lot of hammers down here. This is a bottoming formation. It looks like the US dollar is wanting to go higher here. And if you look at the weekly chart, it just looks bearish. The weekly chart just looks bearish. Just looks bearish. So let me see here. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be making a bottom on the weekly, but the monthly, we're going down, down, down. Same thing. Looking quite bearish. Crude oil. Crude oil, up, up, up. Got a high base. Crude oil looks bullish, bullish, bullish to me, guys. If you look at the weekly chart, blow this up a little bit. Did a stutter step here. It'd be interesting to see if we keep basing sideways or what happens there. But that's a little stutter step. And the monthly, had a nice run to the upside. Gold and silver. Gold, I put a sell on it the other few days back. And check this out. It's still maintaining its highs, which isn't too shabby. This is the daily chart. Look at this. On gold, up, 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 up. It chops around, up, 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 up. It's chopping around. Will it break resistance? That's the big question. But we have a bearish divergence on the MACD. Mentor students, you can see that. So it's gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. If you look here at the weekly, we go to the triangle. We do a death hook. We penetrate. I mean, this thing, on the weekly could chop around a few weeks, but it looks really bullish on the long term to me. Really, really bullish. And silver. Silver, same thing on the daily chart, up, 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 pullback. I put a sell on it, but it's still maintaining this flag formation. This thing could break out to the upside bullish. If you go to the weekly we're caught between the 50-day moving average and the 20-day moving average. So it could stay caught there for a while, going sideways. So we could be in a holding pattern on silver on the weekly. That means a lot of chop, guys, on the daily if that happens. The monthly looks like it's wanting to rally, like it's begging to pop there for a big, big run to the upside. Quick look at fear. Fear, fear, fear. We go higher, 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 higher. Fear bled out, but I'm staying with my buy call on fear because we have major support here. Major support. The weekly, we have a buy on fear. The monthly, I'll stay with my buy. I can't, because we're just moving sideways. I can't, there's nothing to change what my previous call was. So that's that. Quick look at Bitcoin. And then we're going to get into a lot of stocks. A lot of stocks. And you might find some good plays there to make some money on. Okay. Bitcoin, check this out. Called it a buy back here. And we had a nice little pop over a resistance point. This is a buy area. And I'm fully expecting to see upside potential on Bitcoin on the daily chart. The weekly, I put that on early, this weekly call, and that cannot be, I put that on after or before the week was over. So the week now is over. I don't go and pull my buy and sell calls off. But as you can see, it's Saturday. The market hasn't started yet, right? So we're all good. All right. Because it's all about transparency. It's all about integrity and staying above board on all the calls. And that's what these arrows are. These are buy and sells on when you should. No. When I, for my own trading, am looking for opportunities of purchasing, and my opportunities looking for selling, either just getting out of it or actually going short. You wouldn't know from your vantage point. So that's on the weekly chart. The monthly, a little stutter step here on Bitcoin, GBTC, which you can get in. It's an ETF, which everybody could participate in your IRAs or whatever. have a buy on it. I'm staying with my buy on the daily chart. The weekly chart, we're down, down, down. It looks bullish to me. So yeah, that's where we're at. All right, let's get into some stocks of interest. As we do this, we do train. If you have an interest of us training you, go right here. Send me a text with your name and email address and get you some information. Get you some information. All right. Quick, very fast. Dow 30. Here is Apple. Apple. Got a buy on this. Big flag. Boom. It's up, up, up. It's above moving averages. This still looks strong. If you look here at the weekly chart, still looks strong. Monthly, really strong. Everything looks good. AXP. Whoa, big drop. Earnings dropped, but teaching moment. American Express going up, up, up. Goes into a rising wedge, which you guys know if you've been following me for any time at all, very bearish. And what I'm looking for was this right there. Do you see how we broke? We finally broke. We closed below that trend line. There's the sell call. Bam! To the downside. But earnings, you never know on earnings. The rule of thumb is never hold over earnings. So you should never be negatively affected with an earnings call. So that's the rule of thumb. And ooh, look at the weekly. Yeah, I already put the sell on it. Didn't know if I had it, but I definitely was going to put it. If I didn't, the monthly can't do it quite yet, but it looks like it's going to be. Here's Boeing. Friday, put a sell on it. Put a sell on a Boeing. Might be short-lived, weekly, monthly, but there's my daily sell on Boeing. Caterpillar, high base. That's a trade, guys. If it breaks out. High base breakout, look for that. But the weekly looks like it's a little toppy to me, so be careful with that. A nice slope to the upside on Caterpillar. I could see a nice big pop, a huge candlestick, and that'd be the last run of this on a monthly chart. Just this huge candlestick, and then you'd sell at the top of that if that were to happen. Okay, Cisco, we're just up, 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 whole lot of nothing, but it's bullish. It stays bullish. CVX. A nice pullback with a hammer. That's a trade opportunity to the upside, perhaps. But the weekly looks a little bearish to me, so it'd be a little more risk because it is extended in this run. So Disney, put a sell on Thursday because it broke a support line with a rising wedge. We're at major resistance on here. I'm going to actually put a sell on the weekly on Disney because we're at that resistance. Monthly looks like, yeah, looks like it's going to start heading down. I wouldn't want to be holding Disney right now. Dow DuPont, got a buy on it, heading up, up, and up. Not bad. GE, now GE, I said it looked like a bottom. It was going to be the bottom, and then news come out on it. And I don't follow it, so I don't know what that news was exactly. But remember this, I said this was the bottoming formation. It looks really good for a trade, and it did go higher. I mean, it went from like 17 and change up to 19 and change, so it went up a couple bucks, but then it had this huge sell-off with this major volume to the downside, so no good. That bottoming's buying opportunity, but the question is, where's that bottom going to be? I mean, GE has gotten beaten to death. If you look here on the weekly, I put a sell on that too. The monthly just keeps dropping. What a bloodbath that's been in. Goldman Sachs, put a buy on Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, here's the buy. High base on the, I still have a buy on the weekly. High base. Monthly looks bearish to me. Like, this is time to sell. This is a time to sell. If I were to put a trend line here, let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's just floating right on. Support. So this looks really bearish to me. Really bearish on the monthly. The weekly looks bullish. Short term on the daily looks bullish on Goldman Sachs. Home Depot is just up and away. Weekly up, up, up. Monthly up, up, up. IBM. I had a sell on it. It did pop up to resistance, so I was good with my sell because we were at resistance. And sure enough, after earnings, bam, to the downside. So my sell call is playing out. The weekly now gets a big fat sell. The monthly is still a buy, but this is a bear pullback. This is a bear pullback after a drop. But we're in the wrong trend for a bear play. But that's what that looks like with some trend lines on it. Intel, we're up, 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 but it could be short-lived. Be careful with it. But the weekly looks bullish to me. Monthly looks bullish. Johnson & Johnson, we're over resistance, so that's good for J&J. Really, really good. Bullish, bullish, bullish. JP Morgan, we're up, 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 but it looks toppy to me on the daily, guys. See this? Reversal pattern. It's a bearish thrusting pattern. Looks bearish. Like this would be a good sell point. And I'd have a tight stop loss if I was in this. And if you go to the weekly, it looks fine. Monthly looks fine. A little extended. Coca-Cola broke resistance on Friday. Boom! Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. The weekly still a buy. Monthly still a buy. High base breakout on the monthly. So Coca-Cola could be on a run here technically. McDonald's up slightly. High base. Looks like the high base on the weekly could be ready to break out, guys. But we're very extended on the monthly, so the odds of a significant breakout decreases by some measure. 3M could be a high base on the daily. High base, look for a breakout to the upside on 3M. The weekly is in the right direction, monthly is in the right direction. Bullish, that is. Put a sell on Merck on Thursday. Friday it dropped a little bit, but I just wouldn't want to be holding that right now. I've got this. Should I put a sell? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put a sell on the weekly also. Monthly looks fine. Okay, Microsoft, we're up, 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 but it's a slow grind to the upside because of the weekly being weak right at resistance. Because of that, it's going to get a sell on the weekly. Monthly is really extended. I could see the markets pulling back, guys. If you look here at Microsoft, slow grind to the upside. Wait, Microsoft, Merck, Microsoft. Yeah, okay, we were looking at that one. All right, Nike. Nike, big pop. I had a buy way back here. Buy still intact, and boom, big, big run. Nice. Everything looks good. Nike on fire. PFE, high base. We have a triangle here, but it's wanting to break out. Pfizer could be ready to break in a significant way to the upside, but it could go down. Be careful. I wouldn't want to just buy it. I would buy it on a breakout to the upside or sell it short on a breakdown. I have to look for that, but look for a big move to take place on Pfizer soon. PG, big pop to the upside a few days ago, but we're caught up in the moving averages, so we're stagnant right now. The weekly, though, looks bullish. I'm actually going to put a buy call on the weekly. So I had a sell, now it's a buy. I have a buy on the monthly, but it's under pressure. Travelers, TRV, broke resistance. Check that out. That's pretty good. Look for sideways motion there, but the weekly says, hold on, this could be a breakout ready to happen. Maybe look for more upside potential there. The monthly has a hanging man, so it says, hold on, if we do go bearish, look for a sizable drop, but outside of that, looks pretty bullish to me. UNH, we're up, up, up. Kind of has a hanging man type formation here, and it looks a little bearish to me, guys. Can't put a bear call on it yet. If you look here at the weekly looks really solid. Monthly looks solid. UTX, it's up, up, up. I'm staying with my bull call, but it looks toppy to me. Hanging man on the weekly. This is just, I wouldn't want to be holding it. Visa up, but up Just no formation on the daily. Everything looks bullish. If I'm holding it, I'd still want to hold it, but I wouldn't. There's no play there. Verizon, I have a sell on it, but boy, that looks like I'm ready to put a buy on this. I might be putting a buy on Verizon really soon. Really soon. I got a sell on the weekly. Got a buy on the monthly. But we're just in this huge consolidation monthly going sideways. Just a big chop. Walmart. Walmart has been on fire. Up, doing really well. Getting past that century mark, which is a good psychological level. The weekly is up. Monthly, up. Exxon, put a sell on that because we're at resistance and we're dropping. Put a sell on it. The weekly, I'm not ready to put a sell on it yet. Monthly is fine to the upside. Quick look at tech stocks. We're going to get into some cool tech stocks that I think you might find of interest. And as we do, if you think that your trading would get better with spending 3 days with us, send me a text to get more information on that. The magic of say I do this, and obviously there's no numbers there, but but it's forcing me now that I've done it a few times. I gotta keep that number up there in my editing. All right, tech stocks. We already looked at Apple. Let's go to Amazon. Amazon's up, high base. A lot of red candles here. It's just one of those things. It could be a high base breakout, could have some great opportunity there, or this could be a topping formation where it wants to start giving back some. BABA, got a buy on that. I'm just going to stay with my buy because we're above the big moving averages, but we'll see what happens with this. The weekly, got a buy on it, but oh boy, it's just so risky to hold that as a buy and not put a sell here. It's yeah, that's just where we're at. The monthly is building this high base, so I'm just going to stay with my buys at this moment, but it's just Baidu, we're up over resistance, so that's good. A little weak on the weekly. Monthly looks rock solid, like there's more upside there. Cisco, it's just a slow churn to the upside. If you're in it, stay in it. Catfish, if you're in it, just stay in it. There's no play here. eBay, this one I got a sell on there. That's a bear pullback. This one's set up for another sell opportunity. So on the daily, look for a sell. I'm going to stay with my, I think I probably got a buy call. Yeah, I got a buy call on the weekly. I'll stay with that right now. The monthly, got a buy call on it. So, but it looks toppy to me on the monthly. Looks like a sell on the daily. Facebook, put a buy on Thursday, Friday. We did pop up a little bit, but we're just in danger territory. We're in the moving averages. We're near support. And if that support's broken, we're in trouble. And we're just sideways on the weekly. Monthly looks like it just looks like trouble. Google, we're near resistance, guys. If you're in it, stay in it, but put a tight stop loss because that could reverse on you. Google with an L, same thing. We're at resistance, but the high base that could break out. Google could be a high base breakout. It could do that, so stay in it if you're in it, but put a stop loss down here just so if it does start to drop, which it could. I mean, it's a rising wedge. We're at resistance, of course it should. It could get bearish and quickly. GoPro, put a buy on it back here on the 12th, and it's trying to find a bottom. Will it be a bottom? I don't know, but GoPro has just had a horrible year so far. And, you know, last few months, if you look here at the weekly chart, we're down, but is this a low getting put in? And I'm just not ready to put a buy on this yet. We still got to sell in the monthly, but GoPro is trying to find a bottom. Microsoft, we already looked at, I think. Let's go to Netflix. Netflix, we're up here at resistance. It's like it's building a high base, like it's wanting to pop through. But we're in danger zone because we're at resistance. The weekly nearing resistance. NVIDIA, we're up. If you're in it, stay in it, but nothing there. Oracle, stay in it if you're in it. It's fine. Priceline. Priceline, I put a sell on it on Friday. There's my sell on Priceline. The weekly could be a sell soon. We're near resistance. But it's a big bull flag on the monthly, like it's saying expect Priceline to be well over 2,000 soon on the monthly. But that's contingent on the daily getting really bullish and the weekly being really bullish. But they got a lot of overhead resistance. PayPal. PayPal, if you're in it, stay in it. If you're in it, stay in it. But no, there's no trade right now on these. Red Hat. Oh boy, this could be a high base, guys. I got a buy on it, but this is turning into almost a weird looking diamond formation, but we're above moving averages. Will this little pennant like thing explode to the upside? It could, but we do have resistance up there to contend with. Look at the monthly. It's building a high base. That's why we get this consolidation on the weekly and a big chop here on the daily. So this would be a good one to do covered calls on for you option traders out there. Snap. Snap, I put a buy on Thursday. We're at resistance. Can it break through? I don't know, but it looks like the weekly is getting ready to be bullish. And I think on any movement to the upside, I will put a buy call on that. If you look here at the base, though, it's a low base on the monthly on Snap, which is no good. Last but not least, Twitter. Oh, it broke on Friday. So I had a call on this on the 16th to the downside. Bam! It broke support. Do not be in Twitter right now. The weekly gets a big fat sell too. A big fat sell also. And the monthly, yep. Anyway, that's where we're at. Guys, oh, I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate your comments. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're not following us, you should be. As you can see, we get into a lot of technicals. Not all of them are this long. We usually do much shorter videos just to give you a good snapshot of what's going on out there. But anyway, if you have a cell phone and you're interested in some training, if you think your trading would be better with us, there's the number, and feel free to text us. And we'll send you some information. We'll be in touch with you. So there you have it. You guys are great. Appreciate you all. Take care and have a great weekend.